and welcome back to my channel. I just got done with working out. It's been 2 months, actually longer than that, since August 27th. Well, I take like a jog almost every morning, like a 10-minute jog, not much, but I haven't fully worked out since then. So back to Mercury in the signs. Mercury in Leo. Mercury in Leo, they want to communicate and think and express themselves big, grand, big ideas, a lot of ego involved. They are very capable people. They are very intellectual, but they can be very one-sided with their opinions because the ego is strong within Leo. They do everything with heart. They're very dramatic, and creativity is very important to Mercury and Leo. It'll come across in the way that they communicate, the way that they write, the way that they act, speak. They speak with confidence and intention. They tend to make great teachers because of this. And remember, if Mercury's in a fire sign, then it's just going to be more enthusiastic. It's just the way that they think and deliver information is in an exciting, fiery way. So people with Mercury in Leo tend to speak with a lot of conviction, and they can have a strong voice. They can have a very loud voice because of all of that. So they're very childlike too. Just like I said with Aries in a way, they're not going to be as blunt like an Aries. Decision making, that will be still pretty clear cut and defined for them, but it's not going to be bullheaded like a Taurus and take a long time. These are decisions made by the heart. They feel things with gusto. So people that have Leo Mercury, the way that they communicate can be a little bit much for some people. They can be a little bit intense. They can come across a little too strong. But there is great excitement, and they also make good leaders because of that excitement and enthusiasm. Those are the key words for a Leo Mercury: is excitement and enthusiasm and charisma and passion. Very animated. Think of the movies, think of theater and drama. That's how they like to communicate and say things and learn things that seem very impressive to them, So that is what I basically have to say for Mercury in Leo. Mercury in Virgo people are, they will not do communication in a flashy way or anything like that. They are very orderly in the way that they think, and they like to have things quiet so that they can think. They don't like chaos. They like someone or themselves to have everything laid out, that there's a plan to follow. People that maybe have Mercury in a sign that just doesn't get along with Mercury and Virgo can find it hard to communicate with them because they're so precise and detailed. They're not going to be like deep thinkers into the philosophies of life necessarily. They're going to be more about like day-to-day things that are factual, that help them function in their day-to-day life. They don't understand the point of thinking about things like a Pisces Mercury or Sag Mercury would. They're just, it's easy for a Mercury Virgo to get things done that are like errands, tasks, secretarial types of work, administration types of work. They're very detail oriented. And they are going to communicate with the facts. If you want to have an argument with Virgo Mercury, they're not gonna come at you like, maybe an Aries Mercury, but they're gonna have all the facts. So be ready for that. They are very meticulous and more behind the scenes. They don't need like grand old extravaganza of like big ideas of thinking. They are very good with short-term planning, not like big pictures. That'll just screw with their head. They are very the best at just details and organization. and understanding the practicality and the ins and outs of everything. They can really nitpick and find what is working and what's not working. Mercury in Libra. Now, Mercury in Libra is very interesting because not only do they extremely value intellectual prowess, they are also kind of lazy intellectually. They're like, it's so easy for me to just think about everything. I don't even have to try. They are amazing communicators, and they're always striving towards balance and fairness and wanting everybody to see both sides of things before making any decision, including themselves, of course. They might have a tendency to place others' opinions before their own. Libra is very good, no matter if it's your sun, moon, rising, Venus, or Mercury. They enjoy seeking out other people's opinions because it adds to their input. They see it very intellectually. They are not as attached to their opinions as some other Mercury signs, such as maybe Leo and Taurus. But now it can be very hard for them to make a decision. Whereas their opposite sign, Aries, which I seem to be bringing that up a lot, just makes a decision like that, and it's sometimes way too impulsive. But then other people can get very annoyed with people that have, Mercury in Libra or other Libra placements, because indecision is the hallmark of Libra. Why? Because they are so detached and see both sides. They have to weigh it out until they make a decision that is fair and right and unbiased. Now, these people will make connections with a lot of people. But again, they don't really value their own opinion enough. And for them to be in a good learning environment, everything around them needs to be aesthetically pleasing. People need to be harmonious and getting along. There needs to be that balance and just everything flowing. That's when they do their best. And they are very ideas people, because remember, air signs such as Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius are very, very logical and detached, which gives them crystal clear abilities to form great unbiased opinions. Oftentimes these people seem like they have their head in the clouds, but they are just overthinkers. You think Virgo Mercury is an overthinker? No, Libra's even just to the max, but they're not so about like the details. They're more like compare and contrast. And that's what Libras do best. Scorpio Mercury. Scorpio Mercury wants to get to the bottom of everything. It can be a rather serious Mercury sign because their thinking is very honed in on things. They can very much, the way that they gather input and information around them is instinctively and intuitively. And, Scorpio is naturally very, like a detective. They seek things out to the bottom. They just go there. Sometimes they can seem negative, but they're not. They're actually extremely positive because they will help you. They will try to get to the source of the problem and figure things out, and they'll defend you. But for ideas and thinking and communicating, they can come across as very passionate and obviously it's full of caring love, but some people don't see it as that because it just seems so intense and frightening. But really, they're very caring. Water signs are very caring. That's Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So many interruptions. Back to Scorpio. So Scorpio Mercury they seem very mysterious and kind of alluring, and they understand jealousy. They see that a lot of times people are motivated by jealousy, and they feel that themselves. It's just something that has to do with Scorpio, because Scorpio and Taurus are very possessive. It might be about ideas, it might be about people, things, places, anything. But for some reason, these two are quite possessive in their thinking, so they understand jealousy, manipulation. They sometimes they scope out the bad intentions first because they're extremely protective. They love tests that test their strengths and challenges. They are just very driven and very intense thinkers. And they think strategically. So they're very, very smart because of that defense mechanism. They're always, 2 steps ahead to protect themselves. And they're very weary about their surroundings and everything. So that's what I have to say about Scorpio Mercury. And thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and I love you. Bye.